Hey there, Mark.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Another day in the life.
I hear you. Did the
Hot.
weather cooperate for you out there in Arizona?
This time of year it never does, but I take it over the snow. Every time I want to complain, I'm just like, Mark, you could be shoveling snow all winter.
That is true. I did not realize there's snow out there.
There is in northern Arizona, but I'm from Boston, so I got frostbite a bunch of times growing up. So every time I think I start getting too hot, I just start thinking of my fingers freezing, and then I start shutting up real quick.
I know that's right because I'm from Jersey. So I've shoveled snow, raked leaves,
Yep,
all my life. But now I'm in North Carolina, so
it's way better.
it's nice to have that reprieve. Way better. Brad is going to be on. He's just delayed on a meeting, but we'll be starting shortly. We'll
Huh,
just wait for a few more people to hop on.
no worries. What part of Jersey?
I grew up in central Jersey, so near New Brunswick, Piscataway, Plainfield area, if you know where Rutgers University
I
is.
know where all of it is. I'm originally from North Brunswick or North Bergen.
North Bergen, yep. I had a lot of family up that way, North Jersey and Patterson, up that way. And because it's this tri state area, in
Yep,
my 20s, going to New York, going to Connecticut, Philly,
yeah, for
just kind
sure.
of floating around that whole area.
Yeah. All my well, two one of my younger sisters and my younger brother grew up all the way until high school in Newark. So
Oh, wow.
we still go out there a lot because their dad's out there.
Okay. Yeah. I graduated from Bloomfield College.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yep.
I've played
Which
them.
is now with, I think it's partnered with Montclair. I want to say Montclair. They've merged.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right, we got Chris in here. Forget who iPad is. That might be Kim or somebody's iPad. I forget.
Oh, that's main Torrance.
Okay,
Oh,
Tom.
hey, Torrance. All right. Just give it one more minute and
Let's see. Is the weather cooperating today? I don't go outside after like 11 o'clock. I try to stay in the office all day until about sundown or until I gotta go get my kids.
so you do your moves pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, about 4 in the morning we get started on the road, but I leave my house around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's early. And so when do you work out? In the evening? Because
Yeah.
you work out and everything.
hmm In the summertime I do. In the wintertime I work out at like 4 in the morning.
Okay.
But sunrise here is at like 4:35 in the morning, so we got to get started early.
Wow.
Mhm.
Isn't that something you just, when you live in one part of the country, you just don't know
No,
the other
it's
region?
crazy. Yep. And since we don't have daylight savings time, we don't change our clocks. So right now, I'm pretty sure we're California time.
Oh, wow.
So we switch between California or between Pacific and Mountain time, or we don't switch. Everybody else switches and we just stay here.
Everybody did not know that, but I did hear at some point they were trying to stop the whole daylight savings time thing. So they haven't done it yet.
If anything, we should be switched to like right now we're Pacific time, but we should be Mountain time. And when we're Mountain time, we should be Pacific because like in the winter, the sun rises at like 7 in the morning, but in the winter it rises at 7, but in the summer it rises at 5. But if they switched them, it would always rise at like 6 in the morning.
Right.
So we should be the other way around if we're talking about daylight savings. But who knows? There's only
So
one
they're
county
just
in Arizona that
they're,
does daylight savings, and it's up near Albuquerque.
wow.
hmm
Yeah, I absolutely didn't know all that.
Really
So
random.
you probably need to pitch it to somebody so that we can vote this thing to help you guys change and put you on the right time.
I don't know who to talk to. Arizona's pretty wild. Wild West.
Oh, yeah, right. Watching those movies.
Yeah.
All
Still.
right, folks. We're gonna get started. Brad is gonna be popping in shortly. He's just finishing up a meeting. And I'm seeing Mr. Garcia. How are you today?
Hey, good evening. Doing well. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, doing well. Um, Good to see your face. Good to see everybody in. Miss
Mm.
Kim, good to see you hop on.
Oh, hello. Hey, I'm unmuted. Hi, everybody. It's
Hey,
good to be
hey,
here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
hey there. Are you up to no good? Any appointments today?
Yes, I had some appointments today. I made some offers today. I had forgot about my bank contacts, and one of them reached out to me. So, yeah, it was a good day.
Good day, good day. Well,
Yeah,
good to see your face
good to see you.
and glad to have you. And so we have one new person, but I'm gonna say, hey TC, how are you?
I'm hanging in there a little under weather, but I'm here.
Okay, well you hang in there. We're gonna jump back around after we find out a little bit more about Mr. Chris Cross, who is new to our community. Um, Welcome, Chris. If you can tell us who you are, where you're at as far as location wise, and what are you doing in the mobile home space? What's your role? What do you want to do if you're not already doing something? Tell us a little bit about that, and you can unmute.
Okay. Um, Started this project about a year and 6, 7 months ago, specifically focusing on mobile homes in parks. Um, One of the challenges I've been running into is getting a list of homeowners in parks with phone numbers, because I can get lists for all kinds of different niches, but this one so far not going well at all. Um, Probably the first 2 months I got the first deal number one, deal number two. And I'm not wholesaling, so I'm buying it, fixing it up and reselling it. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
My market is Los Angeles County, Antelope Valley, which is about 500,000 people. Not that big.
Chris,
And
anybody we can
what
get you
else
on
did you want to know?
camera?
Can we get you on camera, Chris?
Not at this time, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay.
No
There's
worries.
there's stuff going on in
Just
the background that, yeah.
all good. All good. Okay.
Where is Antelope? You said LA County is it, like where's it near?
It's kind of its own thing.
Okay.
Probably an hour and 20 minutes from San Fernando Valley. You know that.
East?
Because yeah, LA County is really big, and it goes from almost it's just to me, it's just like they got to break it up because to go from one end to the other, it's 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like that's come on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is out in the desert area where, like, for example, in LA right now, in Silver Lake, Westwood by the 405 freeway, 101 freeways,
Okay.
houses are going for 700,000, 800,000, 3 bedroom, 1,500 square feet maybe. In Antelope Valley, you can pick one up still for under 250. Same county, right? So if you're
Yeah.
renting, think about Section 8. Are you going to pay 700K for a 3 bedroom house or two? So that's where my area is.
Very good. No, I was just interested because I'm in Phoenix, so I'm not that far from you. We're kind of neighbors in a way.
Yeah.
So
iPhone, please mute.
No, are you buying or are you wholesaling right now?
I
Because
do
I thought
both.
about wholesaling, but when I look at the entry point, and I used to do single family flips, and the entry point for let's say a $300,000 purchase, which could potentially resell for 420, 450, down payment plus closing costs, you're about 70K. 70K buys you one mobile home, two
Right.
maybe.
The only difference is easier to get hard money for single family. That's probably the only difference. But you said the entry point is a million times different.
Yeah,
Uh,
and if you have the cash, or if you can partner with somebody with the cash, that it to me that's a better way to put that capital to work. And then the other thing too is it would take us at least 3 months to flip a house,
yeah,
um, where mobile home takes. I mean, we could do one in a month.
that's the goal. Under 3 weeks.
Yep. And so one thing I started doing is just going for, and it was an accident because it was because of a lack of capital. And I would just start saying like, look, I can only pay you X, but I can pay you X by this date. I'm
Mhm.
thinking there's no way they're gonna accept it. At least a couple of times they said, well, that's less than what we want, but if you can do it before a certain date, then we got to deal.
So are you finding homes in all age parks or 55 plus parks? What's more of
No age restriction parks at this time.
Whoever's on the iPhone 40, if you don't mind muting yourself, please.
This is Finis Adams and Addison Adams.
Okay, mute yourself real quick if you don't mind. Let's finish up with Chris.
Hello,
We'll come to you next.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Chris.
What was the question?
you guys said I was asking if it was age
Oh,
restricted or non-age restricted. You said non-age restricted.
yeah, none for now. And what happened is, so I started with the Google mobile home parks in the area, right? And there was a bunch, and so I started putting them in a spreadsheet. And I thought, well, okay, so how am I going to do this? If you guys know what skip tracing is, I tried that. I think the best results I got was like 35 phone numbers, and that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Uh, so then I switched to direct mail.
Direct mail is probably the best way. I only say that because with skip tracing, or I
It's
guess I
terrible.
should say with
It's
one of
terrible
the
because they all have the
challenges with
same
mobile
address,
homes,
right?
a lot of times with mobile homes too, not every time do people transfer the physical mobile home into their name. They'll sign the back of the title and hand it to somebody, and that person will sign the other side of the other signature on the back of the title, and they'll just hold that title, but
Yeah,
they won't go down to the DMV and transfer it into their name because they have the paper title. So
right.
my
Yep.
so those are always kind of challenges as well. But if you can get direct mail,
Yep.
those are always the best way.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris, you said you were going to buy them and flip them. Are you looking to also offer financing or just do a come in, rehab, flip, sell, go to the next one?
No, my plan. But by the way, this was an experiment. I didn't know how it's going to work. I didn't know if it's going to be a waste of thousands of dollars in time. I was surprised that pretty quick I got a return, and because of the entry point, um, I'll give you an example. The first deal that was a deal, it was a $50,000 purchase price, 17,000 for the rehab approximately, and then that resold for 149 with 5K, or let's say 144, including like a 5K seller's credit, and that was financed.
And you
Right?
said it was financed?
Yeah, the person who bought it, I guess Adams doesn't know how to mute. The person who bought it, they got financing from a mortgage company. Well, not a mortgage company, but a lender.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now,
Very
I
good.
didn't know not to do that because I talked with several of the people who do flips, and they say they only accept cash offers.
It's personal preference.
Yeah,
Especially
I'm glad I
if
didn't
they
get
have their
exposed to
own
that.
loan. If they have their own loan, that changes everything. If you're going to seller finance, you just got to have all your, I's dotted and T's crossed. And you're supposed to use a mortgage loan originator because of Dodd-Frank still. But We have a partner here that we work with called Keystone, and they are like a third party financing company
Mhm.
that you can work with. I believe the requirements is like a 520 credit score and 2 years of some type of payment history or income,
And
and they can
that's called
qualify
the
with ten
what'd you
percent
call it?
down.
The
Uh,
MLO?
yeah, mortgage loan originator.
Okay.
The company.
Oh, okay. So you can show that that third party qualified them, and that goes in your file. And okay, got it.
Yep.
Yeah, not really too not yet, anyways. Thinking about that option of seller finance, down payment plus monthly.
Right.
Right now, it's mainly get better at the processes, um, get more capital, and I might just keep doing that. Because I just the appeal of having to manage all that payment and hey, you didn't send your check. Oh, I got to foreclose now. And especially in California, I don't know if you know, but we got some pretty strict, seemingly pro-tenant laws in place.
That's right. It's a little different with mobile homes. I will add that because it is a vehicle.
Yeah.
So they're technically not tenants. Just think of it as you being Enterprise. If somebody doesn't pay,
Uh-huh.
Enterprise comes and gets a tow truck and tows that car right away.
Can
Yeah,
I
see,
add?
just go ahead.
Hey, this is Kim. I was just going to
Okay.
add that, hi, when you are looking at into the option of doing financing,
Mhm.
you can hire a note servicing company so you don't have to worry about payments, collecting payments. They collect them and then they just wire the money directly to you. And you
Yeah.
can also hire a third party MLO. You can use like Ask Max and Michelle, Ask the Underwriters. They're really great at what they do so that all of it is compliant and it's seamless. You just send the information over and then you get ready to close. So just to put that on your radar, if you're interested, you can always reach out to me. I can give you more information. Danny's not on the call, but Danny's the expert in that. But I use them myself as well.
Okay. And so you've been offering seller finance for some time now?
Yes, I've been offering seller finance for some time now. We're even starting to do deposit financing now because it's another stream of passive income.
Deposit, you mean earnest money? Like I'll put up
Yes,
your earnest money for a return? Okay.
correct. Yep.
All right. No, I'm still trying to figure out better ways to get leads, better ways to convert them into deals. And so that's where the stage where I'm at, and currently no other plans other than to fix and flip them.
Are you familiar? There's a service that we use where they give you all the mobile home, the information on all the mobile homes owners in the park, and then it's easier to skip trace. And we have found that although we get a low return, the numbers are good, the emails are good, and you have a higher um, uh, level of success. Whereas, you might get one out of every whatever number on traditional real estate, but on mobile homes, you can actually have a higher rate of success because it's a very targeted niche.
You have a service? I would definitely like to hear about it.
Okay. Yep. I have a whole operations team that handles that, but send me a message and I will get that information over to you.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris, we're gonna have to get you inside the community, man. Where you say he was located again?
Antelope Valley,
Where's that at?
Lancaster, Palmdale, California.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a lot of suggestions for you, Chris. Maybe towards the end of the call, I'm sitting here making notes, and I can definitely help you out on how to target and how to bring. It's awesome to get all these, and I'm not a mail guy. I've never been. It works for some, it doesn't for others. I believe in attract these sellers to come to me, not the other way around. So
Yep.
there's strategies that you can use when it comes to, and you being in real estate prior to, this game. It's a little different. It's a twitch. Obviously, mobile homes are different, but you can use a lot of the same strategies, and we can talk about some of that towards the end of the call.
Sounds good.
yeah, Chris. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Miss Ruffin get your phone number, and she gonna get you locked in with joining the community, man. Because we got a lot of value for you for sure. And how
Looking forward
everybody
to it.
doing today, man? Good to see every single one of y'all in here, man. Everybody all right?
Good.
That's good.
Got that fancy coat on tonight.
Oh yeah, man. I've been trying to be like you, man. I've been trying to put that thing on. You know, you see, I went gray like you. I went gray like how you do. Yeah.
You there and above. You got it.
What's up, Kim? Good to see you in here. TC, what up? And it looked like Finis. Did Finis ever get in the group? Finis, did you ever finally get in the group, man?
No, he did not.
Yeah, Finis, we're gonna need you to go and jump in the group now. You know, it's time now, buddy. It's time now, buddy.
Hello?
Yeah, man.
Hello?
How you doing over there, Cali?
Hold on. Listen, I got my son in the group. He's 16. He's Addison Adam. Does that make any sense? Or do I got to pay my own self?
You say
Hello?
what?
Oh, his son joined the group,
Yeah.
Addison.
Addison.
Oh, okay. You say he joined the group?
He joined the group. I got Adam. I had him be responsible for, he couldn't make it tonight. So I'm like, okay, hey, I'll make it when you can't make it.
Okay. Well, no, that's good. Yeah, man. We just wanted you to be officially a part of the family, man. That's the big thing.
I guess my family is a part of your family. So is
Let go.
that acceptable?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, there you go. If it was up to me, I'd probably miss all these. I just, miss all the meetings. He had to tell me, Dad, the meeting is at 4 o'clock. I said, okay, I'll make it. I'm doing it for him.
Yeah, man. So what questions y'all got going on? What's going on with that deal over there?
We still got all them damn mobile home parks, mobile homes that we need to figure out what we're going to do with. I'm gonna have him try to, evaluate them, find the VIN numbers, see what they worth, and do whatever needs to be done to make some money off of them.
Okay, so you decided not to just trash them, right?
You know what? Whatever he gonna do, me and my son I'm gonna give it to him. So.
Okay. Wait, your son? You say your son not with you right now?
He's not with me.
Right.
He had to go to football practice.
How old is he? He's
17.
Amazing. He gonna be doing real well in a little while, for sure.
There you go.
That's what I like to
So
hear.
all those mobile homes, I'm gonna give him all the. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna find the VIN numbers. He's gonna talk. He's gonna do all the work.
Mm-hmm.
And see if we can make some. See if we can make some money on it.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's the only current deal you got going on as far as mobile homes?
I got two mobile home parks, that's still available.
All right, where the second one at?
One's in Acton out there by where the other colleges had Lancaster, Palmdale, Pear Blanc, out there in Los Angeles, North Los Angeles County.
All right, what's your
Can
plan?
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Brad, is that all right?
Go ahead. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Chris.
Now, are you talking about one-offs or are you talking about a park?
A park.
And you're selling it?
It's selling it. I'm trying to find something to do with it.
I'm looking for a park.
There you go. That's why we're here. That's why.
You said Acton, right? That's 15, 20
right
minutes?
down the street.
Yeah.
Right in your neighborhood.
Okay. Maybe we should talk.
There you go.
Now you see the value, Chris?
Somebody send me a link.
Yeah, Miss Ruffin is the admin support. She'll get in touch with you. Give her your phone number and she'll get on the phone with you and she make sure she send you a link. That way you can get in the community. You can lock in with everybody. We actually got a section for everybody to put their deals inside of the community so everybody can shop with each other and help each other out. Tony, what's going on, man? Mr. Tony Jackson, good to see you in here today.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, how you
Well,
doing? I'm sorry, I was having trouble unmuting it.
Nah, you good, man. How you doing, man? What's up? What deals you got going on right now?
Still working on some right now. I haven't gotten none going right now at this point, but I'm still working on trying to get some more.
Okay. I know that last deal. What you had? How you had got that last deal? One more time.
well,
Mobile home. I mean, I'm sorry, bandit signs.
All right. You need to double down on the bandit signs.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I am doing that actually.
Yeah, it's time to double down and go out a little further than what you used to. You know, you
Okay.
probably what was the radius you did the first time when you got that?
About 50 minutes away.
About 50 minutes away, you had started doing it all the way back towards home.
Yeah. Or no, actually further out.
So
Further
you went an hour, damn near an hour, what, about an hour or two out? How far did you go? And then you was doing it on the way back too, right?
No, I didn't do anything out. I just went all the way out and started and put it in like a certain town out.
Nah, man, you gotta do it on the way back home too, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, because like when I got like a park that I'm selling all the homes in or something like that, even on the way back home, I'm still just dropping some. Just dropping
Okay.
some. Bro, I put 60 of them things out. I don't know how many y'all putting out. I'm putting 60 or 100 out every time I'm out.
Okay.
I'm talking about I already done got, and I just did this literally last Friday. I already got over 100 calls from them damn things and already done booked over 30 tours off of it.
Man.
And I'm able to track that with the CRM, of course, because I got a specific number for my bandit signs for specific areas.
Okay.
Yeah, man, double down on the bandit signs. You'd be surprised, bro. Those things like gold, bro. And then start popping out to the Home Depots and the Lowe's, man. Start hollering at some of the contractors. You'd be surprised that some of them ready to put their bread into something. Some of them got families that need a spot. And if they don't know somebody, they at least know somebody else who got some money that's been inside the fixing and flipping game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another good way to, that's with the bandit cards, you can get outside with those.
Yeah.
But other than that, right now you haven't got no new deals. I mean, not even if they ain't under contract, you ain't at least talked to anybody, set up any appointments.
I have talked to a mobile home park, but I haven't set up any appointments, nothing like that. I went by one.
Okay. Did you talk to the tenants?
No, I did not talk to any tenants. I did not.
Yeah, try to talk.
Actually, I talked to them to ask them to see if to find out the phone number and stuff like that, but I haven't really gotten anything like try to figure out who, because I went by some and I was trying to find out if they had any vacancies. Like I actually talked to people that was there, try to find out what was the phone number, because some of the like some of the parks don't have actual phone numbers there, like listed on there. So I was just trying to figure out what was their phone number there.
Yeah, my favorite line is, "Hey man, I'm looking to try to pay my lot rent, man. But I got a new phone. What was the manager number again? Damn, what's her name again? All right, appreciate it. Yeah, hit him with one of those, or hit him with hey, my cousin, I'm supposed to be paying for her rent, her lot rent. She done lost the phone. Car messed up.
Hello.
I need the lot manager's phone number, so I can make sure she don't get evicted from her house.
All right.
Just something like that. I mean, and I don't really condone no lying, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're just finessing to get the number. Like I'm not killing nobody right now by lying, like, by telling them stuff like that. That's just me. And any of the admins can jump in and tell me if they got any ideas or they don't like that or not. But that's just me. Like, man, when I'm in the field, I'm just in the field. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta get that number at all costs. Especially if it ain't posted up. I want that cell phone, that number that they already getting the money from other individuals. They got that number. And then that'll let you know if they're being ran by a property manager, and then the property manager is gonna know all the inventory that's going on.
All right, bet I'm definitely gonna do that.
Double down on them signs and always do them on the way home.
Okay.
Any major intersections is anything like you gotta be careful too though, bro, because they'll hit you with a fine. You gotta know where to put them things, you know.
Yeah.
As far as putting them places, I just try to put them places where I feel where I already see other people done dabbed in there. And you know, but you are they might be offering pressure washing, but you offering homes, you know, that you buy and
Yeah.
sell. You
Yeah.
know, man, if it look like they signs kind of been wore out a little bit, it's like, all right, these things gonna last here, you know?
Yeah.
And Miss Ruffin, what you said, you want to tell them where you had usually put yours at? You put me down, you put me on game the other day.
Yes, I actually, your dollar stores, your Walgreens, CVS, um, drive-throughs. I even sometimes do banks drive-throughs. If they're in the drive-through, they'll see your signs because they kind of last longer. And if you're doing the dollar stores, get them up on the post. Don't They last longer when they're on the telephone pole. So if you don't have a a staple pole, I know when I began, I used a drill and 3 nails and a step stool. So you get it how you can get it. But if you can get it on the pole, it'll last longer. And a four-way stop sign.
Oh yeah, that's that sauce right there. What about you, Jay? What you thinking?
Uh, Four-way stop signs, be careful. That could trigger the law sometimes to say, hey, you cannot be distracting people. I've had that, so just suggesting that. Along from bandit signs is bandit cards, and that's typically a yellow index cards. I buy mobile homes. The locations you mentioned, Ms. Ruffin, dead on. But I would include pawn shops, car washes, Dollar Trees, any affordability housing, because that's where our clientele is at. So you definitely want to be posting those as well. Gas stations, I would say, is probably one of the best ones. And who doesn't fill up unless y'all got a Tesla? Uh, Go in to pump the fuel, and you drop one of those cars there with the roll of tape. Put it on there. People call you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Done
you repeat
stickers
that
on
last thing
gas
you said
pumps
again?
too.
You said go through where again?
I think he said the four-way stop sign, be very cautious.
Okay.
Yeah, the more country or town you get, they really ain't tripping like that. It get to when it. I mean, well, it could be the country or towns that trip more than the cities. You know, cities might just ain't got no damn time. But
Put a flyer on a light. When it goes red, the flyer is going to be automatic and just roll down. Say we buy mobile homes. And when the light's about to go green, it rolls back up.
man, you is stupid. Mark, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
My brother, I'm gonna come out there, come see you in about a good month or two. When is it, Luke? When is it the coolest out there?
Winter.
Winter? Yeah, I'm gonna come out there around winter time. But boy, I ain't about to play with that heat with you.
After New Year's is perfect.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
to
come
Tony,
see you
even
out.
car magnets as well. If you get a one of those, I think they're like 2 feet wide by a foot tall, car magnet you can put on your door. I ran with those for a long time, and those do really good.
Yeah, I
I
do
wanted to
have
ask him
those.
on that car magnet thing because I have a car magnet and I find that it also protects me when I'm going into the parks. Because if they see me pulling up, if I didn't have a magnet, they're kind of looking, who is that? But because I have the magnet on both sides of my vehicle, they're like, oh, it's the mobile home lady. And that also gives me an opportunity to speak to some of the residents.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Chris, I don't know if we talked about any of your deals, your current deals or anything that you got going on. Did y'all already talk to Chris about that?
Yeah, a little bit. He was doing some flips. I don't know, Chris, you can finish it off.
Yeah, just flips, no wholesaling.
Okay. Yeah, man. I encourage you to open up to maybe whenever you're doing your flips, how you promoting them? Just marketplace?
No, I try to figure out how to do marketplace. I think it's more work than it needs to be. It's cool the first time you post, you say, "Hey, got this," and put photos up. I got 80, 90 inquiries overnight. Got excited. Got pumped. Nothing happened with them. Nothing. Zero. Maybe that was
Wow.
my fault. But so I switched and I thought, well, the biggest market, the biggest pool of buyers is on the MLS. So that's what I do. I use the MLS.
So you pay a realtor to put your homes on there?
I pay, yes.
And you just do it, you pay the realtor to put the homes on MLS even in the park, or are you selling these homes on land?
No, I'm staying away from mobile homes on land for now. Um, I find that mobile home in parks, it's fairly easy to get financing. And aside from a sign on the lot of the mobile home, um, most of the buyers come off the MLS.
Cool. I like that move. That's
Yeah,
smart.
let me clarify too, because I'm using an agent. Well, we won't get into that, but uh, I only pay a flat fee of $3.99 for the agent to post it on the MLS. I field all the phone calls, I do all the appointments, um, and I pay, I think, maybe, yeah, 2% to whoever brings the buyer.
Okay.
I'm cheap. I'm cheap. Look, I did all the work. I put
Bro, there's
out the
nothing wrong
effort,
with that.
right?
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong
So,
with
and
every
also, what do they're just typing stuff. They're not, no realtor drafts their own contracts up. All they do is type boilerplate, print. They don't even explain to you, here's what you're signing. That's
Yeah,
my
they
opinion.
get that from the broker in charge.
Yep.
I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to extract from you today is just seeing how you've been going about your flow. I like what you're doing. It sounds good. Um, a little suggestion for you. You already putting the yard signs, right?
Yep.
Outside the front of it, right?
Yeah, proper like a real estate agent sign, like the woods, whatever that's called, sign at the top, just with the two little hooks,
Oh,
front and back.
yeah, man. Grab you a couple yard signs. For sale. When you get into the group, we'll help you get you some for a great deal. Grab you like 50 of those things and just hit the surrounding area, man. About 5-10 mile radius, just letting everybody know that you got mobile home for sale. You know what I'm saying? Mobile
Hmm.
home for sale / rent, or however you want to put it on there with the phone number big, red and white. And bro, just kill the city with it. You'd be surprised, bro, how many people will burn that phone up. And then I don't know how you tracking your people, but
Phone number.
that's the good thing about the CRM is that you have a whole database full of people who, whenever you get your next flip done, that's direct in the area that already reach out with interest. You could just hit them right back, you know?
Yeah, I keep them separated by phone number. You mentioned this earlier. Bandit signs, I don't use them right now, but the signs, the for sale signs have one phone number, so I know that number rings. It's somebody calling about a house that's for sale or under construction.
Right.
There's another number that's just for, hey, you want to sell your mobile home, any age, any condition. Uh, Another phone number for just real estate agent.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nah,
So,
man,
and
sounds
they happen
good.
to be red and white. You mentioned that before.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the sauce right there.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing this mobile home stuff?
December 2022.
Okay. Yeah, man. You in the game. Let's go.
Yeah, it turned out better than I thought.
Yeah, man.
I was thinking a deal here and there. Uh, nope.
That's good.
I would add the only trick with Facebook Marketplace, like I said initially, that
Mm,
first night gets a bunch of hits. The
yeah.
only way to keep that going is to share that listing into like local garage sale groups. Like if you can find, I think you said
Yeah.
like, join all the local buy, sell, trade, or yard sale, garage sale groups, and just keep sharing that marketplace listing
Yeah.
just to keep it top of mind. That's probably the only trick to that.
No, I tried that. I really thought that it was going to turn into something, and I did join. I don't know how many different groups. I try to make it so that they got to have like 10,000 members or more, and so on. So some of the keywords you mentioned. But what I found is that so I'm selling something for 149. All right. First question, hey, are you a cash buyer? Are you going to get a loan? Yeah, I don't know. Or I'm going to get a loan. Okay, cool. Who's the lender? Yeah, so you don't know. You're just calling. You're just curious. So I had too many of those conversations, and at the time, maybe like 2 weeks later, I got another deal. So I posted that, and it was just too much for what I thought. A real estate agent, they won't take you out unless you're qualified. They got to sit you in front of somebody who says, yeah, you can buy 129K worth of a house. But marketplace, yes, you don't even have to read the ad. You can just click on, yes, I'm interested, or is this available, whatever that is. And to me, that's cheap. Like, why did I write this ad if you don't even have to read it? So I stopped writing ads. I just put photos. And then at some point, I was like, yeah, I don't know how to use Marketplace, I guess.
Yeah,
Let me just go put this on the MLS.
man, just from hearing you talk, man, first thing I'm gonna say about Marketplace, that's my baby girl. You
All right.
hear me? Boy, I tear that shit up, boy. And it come from being strategic. Like
Okay.
even in our group, I share the same script that I use with everybody, bro. It's simple.
Okay.
So whenever you get in a group, you can get that script. And the thing about it is like you have to be like on top of it though. Like me, I just check it every morning right when I wake up, just real quick, check it every morning. And then like of course, to me, I'm seeing out of every 50 people, probably 20 people will go to the tours for mines. And I'm not sure if this is because market or anything, but if I start seeing like the marketplace start slowing down, man,
Yeah.
I throw $100-$200 on there, then it start getting you some real qualified people. You feel me? You trying to get something free out of 100,000. You feel me? You gotta look at it like that, like from the platform. You're trying to get something free. You're trying to make $100,000 for free out the marketplace. When if you don't mind spending a little bit of money with them, But I mean, like I said, if what you're doing works. But like I said, it's plenty of money made off the marketplace, bro. When you just take your time and knock it out. Some people hire assistants. I know Jose got a virtual assistants that do all that stuff. You could do it yourself. It's so many ways to do this stuff. Like you can't. Only time you're wrong is when you don't make any money, right?
Right. You got to keep trying. No, I'm not saying I abandoned Marketplace, but what I am saying is when I saw that, like what you're talking about, like boost your ad or whatever, pay money to. I just thought I'm just going to get more people who don't bother to read and always just clicking like, is it still available? And maybe it was just frustration because it's like,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, bro. You just
yeah,
gotta get like this is coming from somebody who's make thousands and thousands of dollars off of market.
Marketplace. So you're like champion.
Like I'm over here
Marketplace.
listening to you talk like, what?
How
Bro, what are you
dare he?
talking about? This
How
is
dare
it.
he? Right.
It come down to the way you conversate with people, like, and then how you was telling me you was replying, bro. You got to remember, man, when people ask some questions, that mean they want to spend some bread, bro. That's how I look at it. The less questions they ask, the less interested. The more questions they ask, the more. That's why I get them straight into my phone. Like, you feel me?
So do you think it was a bad idea for me to go because after they replied, even if is it still available, one or two messages in and say, hey, maybe we could just talk on the phone. And a lot of I got some phone numbers, but mostly it's like, no, let's just stay here. I'm like, no, dude, we're not going to stay on Marketplace. You're trying to buy $130,000 thing, and you're trying to do it on text.
Quick question,
I don't
Chris.
think so.
Quick question, Chris. On your Facebook profile, do it show you doing any of the mobile home stuff?
Nope.
There you go.
So I got to do that too. See, like that's a turn off. Like I don't want to be posting stuff and like getting replies like, "Hey,
bro, you're trying to make thousands of dollars, bro. You can't make thousands of excuses. You feel me? It's as simple as that. Like bro, to do a couple contents while you fixing up the spot. When some of the people fixing it up, just take some videos. People just want to know you real. Like, what's so wrong with that, right?
Yeah, no, you're right, but
Like,
All right, here.
I ain't trying to
I'm
get on
not.
your, I ain't
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
not
get on
the.
your ass or anything. I'm just saying, like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you showing you a real human?
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's like, hell, before I come meet you, dude, you feel me? I'm about to come out here and meet you and God knows where. You feel
Yeah.
me? You don't even
Yeah.
look like you do this shit. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
All
Of
right.
course I want to stay here.
Come back tomorrow. We gotta take that.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of how some people look at it, brother. But other than that, though, bro, I think you're doing wonderful.
That's a solid point. And it doesn't have to be me that does it. I can, like you mentioned, I can hire somebody to do it.
No, just record your contractors fixing your shit.
I don't go there.
Oh, well, tell them to record videos of them fixing it. You
Yeah,
already
I have a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah, now just start posting them. Just say, hey, just finish this rehab, looking to put it on the market soon. Just little stuff like that, bro. You just want to just show people you in the industry, right?
I think it might maybe more something that I might do if it wasn't and things might change, but right now, let's say I put this just happened. I put a house up on the MLS on Wednesday. Sunday offers in, accepted offer. Done deal.
Easy.
Yeah, MLS.
Like I said, the only time you make money,
I talked to nobody. I didn't touch 70 people, but that's an option.
The only time you're doing wrong in this business is when you're not making money.
All right.
You're doing good. Is up Wednesday, offer by Sunday? I might be testing them MLS next week.
Yeah, no, that was Wednesday evening. Photos went up, appointment scheduled, open house on Saturday, Sunday. I think it was 3 offers. So I keep hearing the market's bad, but hasn't happened over here yet.
Nice, brother. Nice. Yeah, man, we're gonna get you in the family, man. I like you. We're gonna turn it up, man. We're gonna trade some secrets and learn from each other. That's what this whole community about is masterminding. You even see that us and some of the admins, we might not all agree with stuff, certain strokes for different folks, but it's good to hear what everybody else is doing and have like a real family vibe with it. And just so we can understand what everybody else is doing, what's working and what's not,
Yep. And
I can't
everybody's not going to always agree.
So, yeah, and then I don't know how many of your friends you can actually have conversations with like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like this is a great place to be able to get them vibes off about how your day went with everything and maybe what you could be doing and what you could add to the community. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to having you in there, brother. Miss Kim, can you kind of warm us up on what you've been up to, what you working on, girl?
As I said earlier, I've built these connections over the years and I got so busy, I kind of forgot about them. So one of my lenders reached out to me. He had probably like 12 different properties. So I made an offer on one and they're real estate and chattel. So anyway, that was a really good connection. And remember that home I said I was being greedy about? I'm still being greedy about it, but I think I'm going to accept an offer. So.
Hey, what about that deal you was walking us into that you was buying back? What happened?
Oh, so she's moving out on August the 1st. So I got that one and another one right around the corner from that one. And then, so that's a good thing. Like so many people in these parks know me. They know that when they're ready to sell, call me. And even if they're ready in October, November, we can sign a contract now. I'll send my team in to help them pack up, do whatever needs to be done. And just to make their life as easy as possible so that the transaction is seamless. My operations director says I'm too much of a real estate agent in these things. However, it's just me. It's just how I conduct business.
Man, one thing I want to commend you on is being a team builder. You're very good at that.
Well, thank you. I'm still trying to build my team. I absolutely have to have an assistant because with these leads coming in from my lender, Oh, I know what I wanted to ask. Texas. Is anybody doing anything in Texas? I was looking, he sent me like 8 properties in different areas in Texas. He said in Pennsylvania he can sell a 1989 for 90,000, but he can't give these units that are 20 and 20, 22, 23. He can't give them away in Texas. So I was gonna learn the Texas market, but I thought I'd probably just partner with somebody if we have anybody. If not, I'll reach out through my other investor networks.
Yeah. I don't think nobody in Texas for me. Not that I
Okay.
remember. Danielle, we
Okay.
got anybody in Texas?
Yeah, there's one person in San
We
Antonio.
have Lillian, who's in Texas.
Oh,
Oh, I've
okay.
never seen Lillian in the group. Has she been on one of them?
She the one who had that high ass deal. The man, that lot rent was high. Well, that's what her lot rent was, Danielle. About
Oh man,
almost $800 a
$800,
month.
$900, somewhere like that.
Yeah, they
That's
killing
high.
it down there in Texas.
That's high.
That
That's
is
low
cheap.
here.
Our lot rents are
That's low, right?
1,200,
Yeah.
1,700. Oh my goodness! I just signed an agreement for 1,200 lot rent. Another one,
Woo!
$1,002 a month lot rent. So y'all don't know. I spend about $9,000 a month in lot rent alone.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm over here loving this Carolina vibes. I'm over here serving them for $350 a month. I'm getting off.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah, man. They almost ready to smack me when I say $350 over here. I don't know what
Yeah.
they're gonna do when
Right.
I tell them it's $1,000 for the lot rent.
Who's on the iPhone?
That's Finis not never knowing how to put his phone on mute. He all
Oh,
right.
okay.
We'll leave him
All
alone.
right.
We'll
Okay.
leave you alone this time, Finis. I know that last meeting we had, boy, he jumped on this thing at least 30 times. I was like, man, hey, look, there you go.
Hello?
Man,
Yeah.
fix your phone.
What's wrong with my phone?
Nah, it'll cut you off of mute, off of unmute every once in a while. I don't know what's going on with your phone.
Oh, so my phone is. You guys can hear me? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
every
saying?
once in a while we'll get a little peek. We'll get a sneak peek of what you talking about. The other day we heard what you're gonna eat for dinner. We heard all that.
I'm just trying to figure this out. All right, sorry about that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
we
learning.
just messing with you, man. Well, yeah, man. I think that kind of wraps up what everybody got going on. Danielle, do you got any announcements? Mark, you got any announcements? Garcia, you got any announcements? The group know?
I actually am in need of somebody to partner with to do title work in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. I'm looking for folks. So I'll probably be able to tap into a few people in our group. Have a company that is looking to have their title work done. Do you have any suggestions, Mark, or feedback on that? It's a company that owns several parks, and their title work, they were using an attorney, but now they want to outsource it. So any pitfalls with taking on something like that?
I was going to suggest a real estate attorney. I use Pioneer Title because we don't have real estate attorneys in Arizona, but I use a Pioneer Title.
Okay.
I same thing as a real estate attorney though. Just escrow accounts.
They were using one, but they are not able to use them anymore. Are there any pitfalls with as having a mobile home company and just hiring people to do that? Is that risky?
I would just say it's risky based on their experience. And I
Okay.
don't know if there's any regulations on if they have to be a real estate attorney in those states,
Okay.
legally wise.
Okay.
What type of title work? Just filing for
Just
title
filing.
transfers?
Yeah.
Just running paperwork to the DMV?
Running the paperwork to DMV.
No, we should be able to hire like a virtual assistant for that.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Thank you.
Yep.
I got one more question before we go. One of my mentees found an abandoned mobile home park with 20 units and a car that was there where the grass was grown all up over the doors. I guess it's a Mark question. How should we proceed? I told him to, do his due diligence, find the owners and all of that. But how would you proceed with that? It's abandoned.
The whole park is abandoned.
Yes. At least 20 lots are abandoned. And it was one of those, probably one of the original senior communities because it has that in the name.
I would wonder why. Maybe there's liens. Could be something with the utilities, like the septics. Um, I would just really wonder why it's abandoned. That seems like a big red flag.
Now,
They
I was thinking it's
they could have
because the
sold that a million
owner
times by
passed
now.
away. Say that again.
And my initial assumption is they probably could have sold that a million different times by now. So my biggest thing is why hasn't anybody been able to buy it in all this time?
Okay.
Have any
It's one of
liens?
those way in the cut, way, like you have to know somebody living on that road to even want to go down that road. Um, and this guy just happened to be out doing some other stuff and turned off on a road and
Yeah, I would
bought
look
this
up the
house.
liens to see if the city has any liens against it or if there's any new city ordinances that don't allow it to operate as a mobile home park zoning wise anymore. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe they got shut down because of zoning.
Okay, so look up liens and city ordinances.
Mhm.
Anything else we could look at to once we figure out if it is available, or if we can reach out to the family or whatever, if the ordinances and the liens all pan out. Anything else?
First thing I would look up if it's sewer or if it's septic. It's probably septic from what you're talking about. And then I would try to see if you can get some records from the previous owner on the septics or see if it's one septic or a bunch of shared septics. 'Cause that's going to be your first big financial burden is dealing with all the septic tanks because depending on how long it's been abandoned, they might be no good anymore. So you're probably, it's about $10,000 a septic. So that's already, $200,000 in septic systems right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Well, guys, with that being said, I hope you all enjoy yourself. Go get you something good to eat.
Hey, let me give Chris a couple tips. I told him I would at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, go
So
ahead,
I'm just
brother.
gonna drop fire. Chris, definitely VAs. Hire you a few. I have 6 sales agents and 4 VAs, and I mean they can't post enough. You can never overbrand. So think about it. It's like no matter how much you're posting, it ain't enough. And Brad is dead on. You got to build that credibility. When I first got into it 8 years ago, there were mobile home park owners and investors, wholesalers, you name it, but they were all very low key. They do it, make some money, but they don't want to be known. People want to do business with people they know and people they see repetitively. So for everyone that wants to buy or sell a mobile home, I want them to think about me. And the only way to do that is to brand, market, and advertise. Any page social media that I has something to do with mobile homes, mobile home investing, wholesaling, flipping. It doesn't matter because that'll trigger. And you'd be surprised how many deals come with just, oh, I saw that guy. That guy had that mobile home, and they'll reach out to me. Hey, I noticed your ad. I noticed your profile. I noticed you're something. You get free leads coming left and right. If you get VAs, they can spend time on Craigslist, not you, them on Craigslist, Facebook groups, just posting ads or searching for ads. And we know how cheap those are at VAs, $4 or $5 to get one of those. And I mean, just spend all day searching, tracking for leads, etc. LinkedIn is going to be a huge one. If you get onto LinkedIn, you're going to be able to post. I'm not a fan of posting I buy mobile homes as much as posting certain things that is going to attract buyers. So with LinkedIn, and again, back to Brad's comments, you're going to have to build that profile up to say you're a mobile home investor, problem solutions. You can fix title this, title that. And if you don't know the answers, you're in the right group now anyway. So you can come in here and bring your problems and we can help you with the solutions. But on LinkedIn is where you can start finding the location wherever you are. And obviously pick a radius and then start adding mobile home park owners, mobile home park investors, mobile home park managers, etc., and just target those. And you will get leads and leads and leads coming out of there. So just a few suggestions for you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sir.
And one last thing, y'all. Thursday.
Before
Good
I go, I
job,
wanted to
Jay.
show y'all what them bandit eyes do. Look at all them book tours. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Skills pay the
Um,
bills.
Thursday, we have a mastery class. Mark will be holding our mastery class, and he has put a post on school asking for any input or things you might want to know in preparation for Thursday. So take a look at that.
Let's go. And Chris, whenever you get into the group, you'll be able to meet way more people inside the group, man. We're gonna love to have you in there. And finish, make sure you get your son to get clear on Thursday too now. And Tony, we'll see you in there. And Kim, like always, we know you got our back and we got yours.
All right now, thank you.
Kim, check chat for me before you go. I just sent you a little message.
Okay. Get to it.
And Danielle, you was able to get Chris' number, right?
Yes, I just sent him the link.
Perfect. All right, Tony, any other questions? I know you was kind of quiet.
Yeah, I do actually have a question for Mark actually. I had gotten when I bought the one of my mobile homes recently and I sold it, right? The park manager had gotten the title from me, right? From the actual owner, the previous owner. But I wanted to get it to the new owner of the home, but the previous owner did not sign the back of the title. And I'm just trying to, and I've actually reached out to her numerous times, and I haven't gotten any response because I'm trying to get this title
Do you have the bill of sale?
I did do a bill of sale to her already, but I still wanted to try to still get that title to her just because
As long as you have the bill of sale and you bring that, or your buyer brings that to the DMV, they should be good to go.
Okay.
And DMV says anything about the signature on the back, the people at the DMV don't know what their signature looks like.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. All right. Sounds good then. Thank you.
How that meme used to go, Mark? Gotta use that brain, buddy. All right, everybody. Man, I enjoy y'all, man. I enjoy y'all for real. I thank God for even just putting this in the air, man, for us to even do this, man. It's good to talk to everybody who like-minded, man. I appreciate y'all. With that being said, mi casa, su casa, mañana. Nah, I'm playing. I'll talk to y'all guys next time. See you on Thursday. Chris, get in the group. Tony, see you Thursday. Garcia, you already know, brother. Miss Ruffin, thank you so much for earlier. And Mark, come on, man. What more can I say about you, brother?
See you guys Thursday.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
Good night.